This is the plaintiff, Paul James. He says he was at a red light and then boom, the defendant rear-ended him. The defendant then begged him not to call the cops and promised to pay for the damage. He's tried to be as fair as possible with the defendant. The guy still owes him money for the repairs his car needs. And since he's now being ignored by him, he's suing for the $1,102 he's owed. This is the defendant, Navi Kitsuku Paka. He says he paid to fix the plaintiff's rear bumper as promised, but the greedy guy's now suing him for a damaged door, which was already damaged. His body shop guy told him the door had been repaired before, and this unscrupulous plaintiff's trying to get him to pay for something he didn't do. He's accused of rear-ending a guy.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff was at a red light when the defendant rear-ended him. But the defendant says the guy is gouging him. It's the case of nice rear.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Paul James, you are suing Nevi Kitsuku Paka
Yes, correct.
for $1,102 that you say he owes you because of damage that he did by driving negligently and rear-ending your car. Tell me what happened.
Yes, I was coming from the grocery store, and as soon as I got to the stoplight, I heard this big boom. So I got out the car. He got out his car.
You knew he had hit you, right?
Yes, I knew he had hit me. So I got out my car. He got out his car.
Where were you? You were at a stoplight?
Yes.
And the light was red.
The light was
You
red.
were stopped, and he didn't see that it was red, I guess? What happened? Why'd you hit him?
Because he stopped on a green light, which he's supposed to
stopped
make
on a what?
on a green light, which he's supposed to make a right, but he didn't make the right.
So the light was green. You did, but still,
Yes.
you're supposed to be traveling at a safe enough distance where you can
True.
account for the person in front of you slowing
True.
down or stopping. But all right, so you don't dispute that the accident's your fault.
No, I don't.
Okay. So the two of you get out of your car, the two of you discuss it, and you decide amongst yourselves that you're not going to call the police. How come?
He said to me, when I got out the car, I said to him, first I said to him, were you sleeping? He
Sleeping?
said,
I just assumed he would be texting. That's usually what I find people are doing.
So he
but-
said, don't call the police. I will take care of it.
Okay.
So I have him write a note. I wrote the note. He signed.
Okay, let me see the note.
So I got it here.
Do you have insurance?
Yes.
But you didn't want to go through your insurance?
The thing is this: I disagree when he says that I said, because I didn't say it.
Say what?
It was his choice to take it to for me to pay, not to go to the insurance.
No, but I was just curious. Why didn't you choose to go through your insurance?
Because I was in a hurry going to work.
No, I don't mean, that's why you didn't call the police. That's not why you don't go through your insurance afterwards. Did you decide you didn't want to make a claim because you don't want your rates to go up? What was your reason?
Correct.
All right.
Because that's what we agreed upon.
So what it says here was involved in an accident, 7-7 at 11. I take full responsibility in fixing the damage done to the car. Okay. And so you pick up body man. And you take the car and you meet him there, correct?
Yes.
This is how long afterwards?
The same day, I think,
Okay.
no, not the same day, the day afterwards.
Okay, so you take it there, and then what does that mechanic, auto body repairman that you picked do?
Well, let me explain that. I said to him, do you have a mechanic? He said no.
I don't need to hear that. So
Okay,
you
don't
pick a
wanna hear
mechanic,
that.
you're entitled to pick whatever mechanic you
Right.
want, no one cares. Okay, so now you're at the mechanic, and the mechanic tells you what?
He fixed the bumper.
Okay.
He didn't fix the bumper. He just spin it up for the time being. And then we spoke to him about the door that the
Wait,
lock.
what do you mean for the time being?
It wasn't fully. It was just a short measure to not having the bumper to be hanging
Right,
off.
but if that's the case, then how much is it going to cost to fix a bumper right?
I took it to the other mechanic who gave me an estimate. So I have an estimate of two mechanics who would, because one, the bumper has to be sprayed and labor plus paint.
What year car is this?
It's 205.
2005
Yes,
Acura.
MDX, yes.
Okay. And do you have a picture of the damage?
Yes, I have it in my phone.
All right. And then, as I understand it, part of the dispute is that you want the lock on a door fixed.
Yes.
How is the lock on the door the fault of the rear end collision?
Okay. The very moment I spoke to him, I said, When I got home, because I had some groceries in the trunk would not open. Neither would the driver's passenger door wouldn't open. So we took...
You mean the back seat door? The driver's passenger door, I don't know what door you're talking about.
The one behind the driver.
Okay,
the door behind the driver.
Okay, so you have
open.
A four-door car.
Right.
And
the trunk would not open.
Right.
The very day I went home to take out the grocery.
Okay.
The trunk would not open. So, and I said to him the other day, when he came, I said to him, luckily for you, the back door is now working. The side door, the trunk is now working.
Lucky for you?
Yes.
Why is that lucky for him?
Because then he would have to fix it. He was the one who hit me in the back.
Wait, say that again. I said to him, lucky for you.
The trunk started working again.
Started to work again?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it wasn't working previously.
Yeah, because you never mentioned the trunk in your complaint.
No, because there was no reason to mention that.
Okay, well, you mentioned it now. So the trunk makes sense on a rear-end collision. What doesn't make sense is the passenger door. It could. There's all kinds of weird stuff that can happen. Do you have something from your auto body repairman saying that that back passenger door not being fixable is a result of the impact?
No, I haven't got anything from them saying
because
that.
that's his defense. He says, why should I have to fix your door, right?
Correct. I didn't get anything from them saying that. But
did you get something from somebody else saying that?
No, I told them.
So you have two mechanics and neither one of them says that the door is the fault of the accident?
I didn't
And according to you, one of them actually said, this looks like it's been repaired.
Yes, actually, he picked the mechanic. The mechanic work on the bumper and the door. When he opened the door, he said somebody was working on this door already in front of him.
Did your mechanic say that?
I think the mechanic did say that something probably was wrong with the door before. So then why are you saying it was working
before? You've had to get that door fixed before.
Your Honor, I didn't get the door fixed before. I bought a used car.
How long had you had the car?
It could be
How long had you had the car?
1 year.
1 year?
Less than a year, I think.
Okay. So let me see any estimates you have from any
I have
auto body
two
repairmen.
estimates here from...
all of the estimates from all of the auto body repairmen.
Okay.
When you were there, you were actually physically there while the guy fixed the bumper?
Yes. I waited until he finished. It didn't take that long.
And you paid how much?
$160.
Right, and then was it your impression that the bumper was done?
Yes.
One and done, and that's it?
Yes.
There was no talk about how this is an interim thing?
No.
Tell me how the conversation, according to you, how did the conversation take place while you were all there? How did it end? What happened?
When I finished paying the guy, I waited until the finished working on the car. After the finished working on the car, I spoke to the mechanic to take a look at my car and how much it was going to cost me to fix mine also. After I left, when he gave me the instrument, I left. And
So you thought you were done?
Yes. So a week later on,
Had he said anything? So while you were there, everybody thought everybody was done?
No, that wasn't the understanding. When we spoke...
What is the name of the auto body repair place you first went to?
The one in Mount Vernon.
I mean, this estimate includes repairing and painting a rear door and fixing a rear door lock. Can I see the pictures of the damage?
It's his car. There's also another picture that I could show you.
Is this a picture of the damage?
Yes. And the other one behind it is his car.
Who drives a Kia?
Me.
You.
Right.
Is this it? Just those two pictures?
No, there's another one further up. That there's a part to the bumper that has to be. We need that from the deal. I have to show you that. Just.
This is the last picture. The Kia's
No. There's another picture there.
Where do you want me to go to find it?
Can you just send the phone? Let me find it.
No, I'm going to just look through all your pictures.
You won't be able to find it.
See, I don't usually have people trying to resolve a dispute, $160 paid, a bumper fixed, and then find out later the bumper's not fixed. Do you have something from that original mechanic? I know you have an estimate that you got from that mechanic to do different work, but then what was the point of him paying the $176?
That was the
Why not just fix it right from the beginning? Like, why he has to pay another $100? He has to pay that $176 plus the $600 and something for the bumper?
Judge Maryland?
Don't call me by my first name. I don't know where you're from, where that happens, but that does not happen here.
Okay, all right. Well, according to the plaintiff and I, we made an arrangement for him to come.
Okay, you're telling me things I already know.
Okay.
Well, I want you to address the specific concern I just said. Don't just start over telling me your story. Why would I, when I'm responsible for your damages, go somewhere, pay for your damages, and pay to do them right again later? Like, I don't understand what the point was of my paying those $200. Why don't you just get your car repaired like everybody else does once and right?
So you're in a car accident, and the other guy says, okay, it was my fault, but I get to choose the mechanic. You want to choose the mechanic. Who gets to choose?
If you're not going through insurance and you want your money, you better go with the guy that he wants.
Really? You have to go through the guy that he wants?
I'd say no, because it is his fault. You get to pick.
You get to pick. Even if it's, what if he has a cheaper one than you? Do you still get to pick?
I still like my mechanic. He knows how my car drives and he knows how to operate it. So if I'm gonna trust somebody to fix my car and I only want it fixed once, I'm gonna go with my mechanic.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
It was a short-term measure, and I said...
$200 is 30%. I'm sorry, it's 30% of what all the cost for the bumper is. Why would I pay 30% for a short-time measure? Why don't you just leave the car there for 2 days and get it fixed right?
No, because that man wouldn't do the painting plus the spraying.
Say that again.
You got to spray the bumper.
No, that man wouldn't do what?
The spraying plus the repair, the painting.
He wouldn't do it?
He would have. He could have.
Right.
But he didn't come back to have it done.
Was he supposed to come back to have it done?
Yes, we spoke about that.
Do you have a statement from your original auto body repairman who says that he had agreed that he'd come back and have more work done?
No, I didn't get, because I took him to his word.
And the original auto body repairman is Town Auto Care? What's the original auto body repairman?
I don't have one. I just went there because a friend introduced me to that
Where?
man. In Mount Vernon.
Was the original place where you guys met this
No,
place?
none of those.
That is what I'm asking you.
None of those.
So the original place where you guys met was what was it called?
Actually,
you don't remember either?
No, I don't remember, because he picked it.
He picked it, it gets fixed, and then he goes out and gets 2 more estimates for fixing the same thing because you won't fix the door. Because originally he said, fix the door, and I won't, and then all of a sudden now it's fix this and the door. Gotcha. This is a strange scenario that we have here because we have you two cooperating. I think one of your comments was, we have the same birthday. So he was so nice, okay? So you two cooperating, you two going to a place, a repair being made, and then you asking for more money afterwards and him saying, what are you talking about? I already finished making the repair. And then the only estimates you bring me are from not that guy, from 2 other people. And that, and then you are claiming damage to the door, which it's not that I'm not willing to buy it. I've been in more than a couple collisions in my day. And so I know the collateral damage that a bump can do. I know it. I just need to have proof of it. And when you admit to me that your original guy who you picked, he didn't pick him, you picked him, said, yeah, this has been fixed before. This is an issue.
Can I explain that?
No, you cannot, because you're just going to repeat the same stuff you've already said. Yeah. So based on what I am hearing, I am going to find that him paying the original amount at the original place is what we call in the law accord and satisfaction. It is a settlement between you two, and you can't then come up with new and improved damages that you say he's responsible for, unless you bring me some proof that the damage to the door is in fact damaged as a result of this accident. I find it very telling that in your complaint you say, I was going to let the bumper go, but then when he said that he wasn't going to pay for the door, now I also want more money for the bumper. I find that very telling. Verdict for the defendant.
Both sides, hold on.
So the judge finds for the defendant in this case, Mr. James, this is one of those cases where you just didn't have the evidence to convince the judge. The evidence would have helped. You realize that?
Yes. It's not about money. It's about transparency and honesty. Because he said to me that he would fix the damage done to my car, and he didn't live up to expectation.
The judge thinks he did.
The judge could think anything. The judge is human, just like I am.
Yeah, but well, if you had more evidence, maybe it would have helped your case.
Yes,
okay,
definitely.
Sorry for you.
That's okay.
Thank you very much. Ms. Stein, you seem very jovial about it. At least, okay, congratulations. Good for you. He's pretty amenable, you know. So are you, by
Yes.
the way. You satisfied with this?
Pretty satisfied.
Okay. All right. Well, let's
Have a
hope
good
you
day.
don't do that again, okay?
I try my best.
Good. Good luck. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Harvey, what do you think?
So these guys are right, basically, that if you get hit, you choose the mechanic. However, some judges actually require minimum 2 estimates to make sure it's reasonable, and that word reasonable is critical here because you are not allowed to charge, you're not allowed to pay excessively for a mechanic and expect to get the money back. The amount you pay has to be reasonable based on the damage.